was I? And where was he? The pantsuit. So, I mean, I have lots of pictures where you can barely see it. I mean, if you really focus in close, you can see that the skin is a little bit shinier. I mean, you know, I wouldn't be going to synagogue. But my family were marking Jewish from the past, as far as I know, and we're Anglican, so I could still go to church if I wasn't afraid my daughter would come out and go to cross the street to go to Sunday school and get hit by somebody speeding down the little street there. It was just way too many things, which is sad. So I did my religion at home. I listened to religious programming on Sunday mornings. I kept going with religion. I'm pretty sure that I have made that evident. I would have loved to have been a minister, except I didn't drive, and if I would have had to minister to the sick or dying, I wouldn't have been comfortable driving somewhere on a highway in a car. I'd be fine as an in-town kind of a minister, but I didn't go and get the degree, and that's how it works. In certain situations, and I'm married now, and I was teaching before. I'm very busy ministering to children, sort of thing, and it was okay because it was a religious school system. So, you know, take that sound wave. Just turn the satellite facing the other direction, please. I know when you turned it about an hour ago, I stopped having that. The sound waves. And then I ended up on the hill and it started again. So the wart. So I removed the wart, but that wasn't what made the hole in my cheek seem more pronounced. It was my face or my connection to Chris puffing it out and making it look rougher. But then again, like I said, when certain things I was doing, it would go away and you could hardly notice it. But it's almost like somebody wants to look, you know, a ghost. You see those movies about ghosts wants to look in the mirror with you. And to the point that that's the only thing you see when you look in the mirror. Or if you're going out, they want to go out with you. If you stop going places, some of them back off. But some of them, you know, just wait around until, oh, she's going now. So it means he's watching on a computer. Isn't that it? Rolls back from his chair, goes and stands up and tries to do everything. A little bit handicapped, but that, I don't mean to use that word that's them themselves. There's a little bit of a non-spiritual disturbance there that is just so focused on one thing that it can't function. And you know, as a country, we would be better off helping them. I guess, you know, more to be helped than blamed. I suppose so. Or maybe there's a place where people like that could go and live among themselves and just be up each other all the time and leave everyone else alone. But again, the cheek. What happened to my cheek this last time when the skin broke? I had that skin tag that I had when I was in my 20s, still in my apartment, looking in my apartment mirror. Something came over me, came back at me. I was somewhere, and I mean, it's no point naming it, but I looked, and a woman had it on her. And I was like, thought to myself, oh my God, that's the one I had. And I sort of got yeah. So when I came home and looked, sure enough, I have one on my chest. Again, the same one. And we had a wart remover. I don't even know what it was for. Perhaps since I had the one on my arm. In the car, maybe I went out and bought some. And I used it on my chest. But once I put it there, it didn't matter. It didn't burn. You know, like the time I tried to dye my hair, I could feel as if something under my head was burning. The way it feels when you're putting hair dye on, but not my own head, not my own scalp that I have over top of me. Perhaps somewhere I'm walking around with blonde hair. Isn't that sick? And I put it on and went to bed, and it hadn't affected that, but it disappeared. But there was no mark as if I had used wart burn. But when I woke up in the morning, the shiny skin, or the skin mark on my face where I had that spot removed, was gone. There was no skin left, just as if an open cut. And my face keeps puffing up, and it would just keep ripping apart until I managed to hold myself and find tight hats and things to keep it tight enough together. And it had my face popped up around it to make it a deeper cut, because that's how it is. And I grew new skin over a period of time till my face is almost healed now.